You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we are here doing another AfterBuzz TV After Show for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 5, Episode 15, Praise the Pageant.
Praise.
It's your boy DJ Jesse, joined in studio by Sir Mykee Wattz.
Yo, what's going on?
Stephanie Bauer is in D.C. being shady. Just kidding. But we have on the line Miss Courtney Stewart.
What's up?
And the one, the only, Corinne Williams.
What it do, boo? Holler.
Holler. All right, running the booth, we have Marissa.
Bang, bang.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Well, Marissa got a ring on her finger, too. I was wondering.
Marissa's hair is looking
She got
good.
a ring on it.
You're looking good today, Marissa. All
Oh,
right.
well, thank you guys.
Okay. Let's talk about this damn episode that was just all over the place. And I'm going to say all over the place because it was damn all over the damn place. First, Porsha. Now, Porsha kind of grew on me last episode. And she also kind of grew on me this episode some more. The whole baby situation. She's watching her brother's niece, Jaden. I liked all the little scenes of her. Cordell basically made a bet with her, like, if you can take care of a baby all by yourself, no help from anyone, then we can start talking about having a baby. What did you think of her little... I liked it, her running around chasing the baby. I was kind of nervous a few times. I was like, bitch, do not leave that baby on the bed with the dog and then walk into the bathroom. I was really scared.
Something about Porsha this episode just came off of kind of superficial, vain. She was a little weird. She was like, let me call my brother and ask if I can borrow the baby. Like, it's not an item. It's not like jewelry. You don't borrow a baby. I don't know. It was weird to me.
Corinne, what did you think?
I mean, I get into it. Y'all know I'm a Lady P fan. However, I didn't think that she was superficial at all. I just think that sometimes she messes her words up. Does she need a baby right now? I'm going to say probably not. She needs one just as much as I don't need one. Okay? I'm just saying.
Courtney, where are you at with the baby and Porsha?
I'm just going to say Porsha is real sweet, but I don't know who... I would be scared if I was her brother's wife, leaving my baby with that woman for any period of time.
Yeah.
But I will give her props for being amazingly gorgeous with that red lipstick at the...
Sure was.
What do you call that thing? The fake pageant?
Ooh, the fake pageant.
Agreed.
Courtney.
I was like, the whole time I was on edge, like hoping the baby didn't hit a corner of the table, or that she remembered to wash her hands after she touched the kitchen before she touched the baby.
You know what?
Just,
the chicken scene was
scary and uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
But she's sweet.
Sorry.
What'd you say, Corinne?
Go ahead. I just couldn't figure out why she would let the baby, first of all, play on the bed by herself. That's number one. Issue. Red flag. And then, two, why are you letting the baby stand on the little step stool? I just knew in my mind that...
She don't know no better. She touched in the head.
Notice how Bravo actually panned into the step stool to make you notice, like, that's kind of dangerous.
Yeah,
Bravo
Like,
is shady.
Do not do this at home.
Bravo is shady.
Wait, but I didn't mind the step stool thing because, I mean, I've seen that with other parents and kids before. Her handling chicken, and then obviously if the kid like slips, you're gonna grab the kid with their E. coli hands. But
Right, I'm like, I hope she
The
washes
part that
her
really
hands.
bothered me was just the bed part. Well, it's actually two parts. It was the bed, and then you saw her take her clothes, and she was like, "Oh, the dog will watch him." And then she was gonna go in the bathroom, and then she kind of realized, like, "Wait, I shouldn't do that on camera."
Okay, the part that bothered me is that she took that baby out the car and it didn't look like she had no shoes on and she was barefoot outside and ain't more limp in the house. That bothered me.
Right.
Oh, my. Courtney, did you hear her say, the baby, Jaden said, ouch, because it's stone, it's rocks are going to be
No, she grabbed her from the arm.
And Porsha's like, come on, let's go. Oh, you're so cute, Jaden. Ho.
No, or how about the Twizzlers while the baby's laying down, eating a Twizzler?
Choking, waiting
Oh,
for her to come.
I missed that one, but
mercy.
damn, that's a good.
That I was
Wow.
sitting there like, all right, fine, let the baby eat a damn Twizzler, which she went to CVS right before she got home because her brother was probably like, well, you can give the kid some Twizzlers. She was like, oh, let me get a pack of damn Twizzlers so I can just feed this baby.
Shut up.
You said what?
I said, shut up. I didn't see a problem with that. I mean,
I did.
kids
That is
need
dangerous to be
keep
eating.
them quiet. Like, shh. That's simmer down food. Like, I don't want to hear you cry. I don't even want to hear you breathe. Just eat this.
I don't think
and
it
be
was
quiet.
so much the food; it was the position the baby was
Yeah.
in while he was eating, or she was eating the food.
That's all I was.
Oh, that's a problem?
I would think so, to
Can
give a
you-
baby while eating a Twizzler. Well,
Is that not a choking hazard? I could be wrong. I don't have kids.
I always want to go to Marissa whenever
I'm
I have a
smart.
question, but not like she would even know because it's not like she has a kid.
Did you hear me?
No, but I babysat a lot.
Would you give a child a Twizzler to eat while you're changing the diaper?
No, because babies, they're lying. They're supposed to be lying on their backs.
Right.
That is a choking hazard. I would not give a Twizzler to a
Thank
baby
you.
There we
while
go.
you're changing your diaper.
I felt, but I would say Porsha was really good with her dog, and I'm gonna say, you know what, maybe you're a dog person for right now. Take care of the dog. Maybe in a
That
couple
dog
years
was
from
bad
now-
as hell. What you mean she was a dog person?
Look, hey,
No formal training at all. It
I'd
couldn't
rather
even
her
stay.
I'd rather her watch the dog than the baby.
Couldn't even stay on the damn bed. Like for real. She's not a dog person.
All right,
She's a
fine.
she person, a me person.
But in
But
news,
that fuchsia dress was real pretty on her skin.
I'm gonna give 2 claps to her and Cynthia because Cynthia, she's been doing the lesbian look a lot lately. I'm not really into it, but she had that one with her breast cut out. She was looking real cute, Miss Cynthia. But Porsha just slays it every time. She should have been in the pageant.
Yeah. Porsha slays.
Porsha should have pulled the little mama and just got up on stage during the pageant and been like, hey. I would have liked that. Shout out to everyone at home who hits us up on iTunes. We need your help. Please, please, please subscribe, rate, comment. Leave us your Twitter handle. We'll give you a shout out on the show. It's free. It takes 3 minutes. So please subscribe, rate us, and leave us a comment. Couple shout outs to Tree. I'm not even going to be able to say this correctly, but Tree C. Joe. MSB Gray, a Sweet Blue 24, Tasha from Brooklyn, Caspian, Touche of Pomona, which shout out to you because as much as we all want to give Phaedra her shout out for Fine Body, but apparently AfterBuzz here, the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show, we are a great way to lose weight, people. Download us on iTunes
Yes.
so you can listen to us on your iPhone and go walking in the morning. Apparently she's lost a lot of weight from doing so. So
yay!
claps to us. If you guys want to lose weight,
Get
watch,
that body right.
listen to us on iTunes.
That's what's up.
Congratulations! I need to try that.
There you go. We got Clinch 26, Lizzie 1908, God Given Peace, Lisa LA, and Taylor Hawken, who remember last week when we were talking about Kenya and the whole cancer scare thing?
Yep.
Well, I didn't know this, but did y'all know that the doctor she went to is on a Bravo TV show
Yep.
called Married to Medicine?
Yep.
Oops.
Sure
So
did.
I'm still gonna stick
I
to.
said it last week. I told you I thought it was fake.
I'm still gonna stick to that. It is at that age.
But y'all don't want to listen to Mykee.
No,
though.
at that age,
Sure don't.
you still
Nope.
can be worried about getting married. But I do think the cancer thing could have been a little fake. Yeah, because I didn't know she was gonna be on a TV show.
I'm
doesn't mean
still
it was
standing
fake.
by it.
No stress over that.
Whoa,
Who's
whoa.
going to lie about something so large like this,
What?
about their health?
What do you mean
for
who?
the sake of TV.
People that are thirsty
People
for
have
fame.
done it.
Yeah.
People have done it. You know that people that like got all the money and stuff from some like they had people like sending money to a foundation saying they had cancer and they didn't really have it. People do it.
I just don't think that Kenya would. I'm giving her a bone, and I don't.
Wouldn't.
And I love that. I love that you have faith in Kenya like that, Corinne. I love it.
Yes, I am. I do. I think she has a little bit more tact than that. Not a lot, but a little bit more. There's faith there for me and her.
And I'm still on your side, Corinne. However, I just think that was a little funny. I mean, you know, she could be her homegirl and be like, well, you know what, I'll do it for free as long as you promote us. It could have been a whole promoting situation. She really did have cancer. I don't know. All right, but
maybe she never had cancer. They knew it. They just biopsied it and made it a bigger story than it actually was. And they knew from the get it was probably just some kind of cyst.
Agreed.
Well, wait, why one of our fans was like, did you see all that stuff inside her boobs? They were like, is that from her, what's it called?
Implants?
Implants. But she's a big girl.
Oh, yeah, did you see? The doctor said there was a lot of scar tissue. Does she definitely have implants in her boobies?
I don't know.
Because they are hanging really low.
I mean, she probably got when she was younger, and they...
All of Kenya's lies have been coming out on this show. I feel like she ain't been truthful the whole damn show.
And shout out to another fan, and I forget who said it, but they were like... Damn, Kenya, if you're that stressed out about a man, why don't you waste your time finding a good man versus wasting your time trying to pay off a man to be your man? Right.
And that was my favorite comment of the whole
snap
iTunes
to you
thing.
Because I love, like Miss Nene said, I love me a good cup of tea.
Yes, she did.
She did.
Yes,
all right.
she did.
Now, I know I said this to you guys before we launched on air, but I love Kandi, but I don't know her. I don't know. I don't want to say it because I just feel so bad saying it. But like her voice, just she's doing this song called "Prayed Up."
Prayed Up.
And the lyrics to the song are great. I think Kandi's an amazing writer. I like the vibe she was going for with the song. I think Marvin Sapp sang that song very well. But I was kind of with Kandi when she was like, "Oh, after Marvin sang it, I wanted to go re-sing all my." Yes, please do, girl.
Well, I guess here's my thing. I don't think Kandi's voice is bad by any means. I don't think it's right for gospel. And then, and for me not knowing too much about gospel, I'll gracefully bow out of this conversation because I don't know.
I would say, I would think the exact opposite. I think she has a voice for gospel because all that twang and whining and whatever. She's perfect for it. But I don't know. I do feel like, I mean, I used to love Kandi's voice in Escape. I don't know what's going on.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I loved Kandi. And Courtney, you were saying earlier, like, she sang a lot of the leads. And
yeah,
I don't know what it is. And that's why it's hard for me to say it because I used to really dig Kandi. But she released that album, what was it, last year or the year before? And it was, And then she's just been in the studio a lot now. I don't know what it is. It was good to see her dad there. He cried a little tear. That was cute.
That was precious. Mm-hmm.
Titus.
That was a precious moment.
Titus.
It was real precious.
But I just feel like Kandi could have taken that song, given it to Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp could have made a lot of money off of it, and then Kandi could have gotten paid. And it could have gone to number one.
No. All I have to say is, that's it.
All right. Well, so that wasn't the only thing Kenya did. Well, actually, before we get into that, for someone who's been in the game for so many years, like I love that she's so humble, but it almost is, she's so humble that it kind of takes it to an awkward place of like, bitch, are you sure of yourself?
She's not sure of herself.
Apologizing for all of her work all the time, and I'm like, stop.
And I said this last season. She is the weirdest artist I've ever met. She's so unsure of herself. She's like, well, you know, and she's looking down the whole time. Can't even look dude in the eye, Marvin Sapp in the eye. And she's like, well, you know, because it's not my lane, and I'm not known for God. It's like, get it together.
But I understand it more for her saying that to Marvin Sapp, or even when she was doing country music, because that's not her lane. So
yeah,
no, wait.
Not her genre.
Hold up.
She makes bedroom Kandi So people look at her like she's a sex symbol versus a gospel recording artist, which she keeps saying she's not because she knows that's not her lane. Marvin Sapp, first of all, he's a pastor. Second, his only genre of music is gospel, so he's been born and bred in it, and this is how he makes his money. Like, everyone looks at him and sees Jesus. So, of course, like, she kind of feels out of her lane, and, of course, she would feel a tad bit insecure in that regard. And he's a signed up. That boy's signed.
Rewind. It wasn't what she said, so I may have said that wrong. Of course, I understand she's not a gospel singer. It's the way she acts in front of people. She always looks uncomfortable. I don't care if she's not a gospel singer. She can still look at you and still have confidence, but I can sing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Marvin called her out on it. He was like, stop apologizing, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You are what you are, and it's okay. So, yeah, it was definitely highly awkward, especially this episode. I was like, okay, Kandi, you need to get it together a little bit.
Well, okay,
To
so
have been so successful, it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
and it confuses me because what did she say? I mean, maybe it was because she got so fired up, but remember, was it last reunion or the reunion before when she was like, I could buy all of you houses? Like, where's that Kandi?
Yeah.
Where's that Kandi? Like, maybe
Bring that Kandi back, because that's who you are. You a boss. Phaedra keep calling you a boss. Act like a boss.
I think that's the Kandi that gets backed into a corner and then she has to act out.
how was she? Oh yeah, okay, no, I agree with that.
She was, you know what I mean?
Well, so in the news, the blogs are going crazy because a bunch of people are going crazy that Kandi released this song. Do you guys see anything wrong with her releasing a gospel song, but still, I thought, now she stretched it a little bit, and she may be true, she might be right, you never know, but when she was like, I know all the pastors' wives come into Kandi coated and buy them their little toys, you just put the whole church on blast, girl?
I mean, ain't nothing
There's nothing wrong with it.
okay about going to get you some candy. It's just, in the church, you're supposed to be getting it to share with your husband.
Right. I'm with you, Courtney. Holler.
I'm with both of y'all. I mean, I feel like people
So people are bugging?
people are bugging out over this. You can still follow God, but still love your man or your woman in the privacy of your own bedroom. And I'm sorry, there are toys that are provided to do that, and there's nothing in the Bible that says that's a sin. So get your life on that one. Thank you.
Yeah, I just think, let's praise somebody who is, in pop culture on a popular television show, promoting this kind of music, because it is something that, this type of music does kind of get shelved and kind of laughed at and not really respected in a sense in the pop culture world. So I appreciate that Kandi's trying to do it.
Me too. If Kanye West can do Jesus Walks, let Kandi sing about praying, okay?
Thank you, Courtney.
Well, that's what the song is. Like, in the lyrics, she's just saying that the things she's gone through, she just continues to stay prayed up. Like, they help her move past.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm with it. Girl, sing your song about Jesus.
Okay, so that wasn't the only thing she did. She actually went to Phaedra's house, which we got to see a little more into Phaedra's house. I know when Paul was here, he said that they had 2 kitchens, so we saw the other kitchen.
It was nice.
It was real cute. It looked like the man cave down there, kind of probably where Paul hangs out. And Chef Roblé was there with.
Was I the only one that didn't like that color scheme down there? That red and.
Of course you would, because we all like it. You would hate it.
No. Wasn't feeling it.
Well, I was feeling that they had a famous chef down there cooking for them.
Chef Roblé.
Yep. With Kandi Todd, they came over. Although he made some awkward comments talking about the muscles, and they remind him of a vagina. Is that what he's known for? Is he known for being a sexual chef?
Hey, no. Chef Roblé is just nice.
He's not even sexy. Get your life.
It wasn't weird to me. You thought that was weird?
I don't want to think, well, for other reasons. I don't want to sit and think about vagina as I'm eating, gonna eat dinner and, I don't know.
But he was at Phaedra's house, and they had asked for aphrodisiac food.
Which
playing along with the theme.
Which comes to the question, do y'all think they might be swingers?
Phaedra and Apollo?
With Kandi and Todd?
No.
No, I hope
No.
Who said yes? Who said yes?
Nobody.
Oh, I thought
Nobody
one of
said
y'all
that.
said
I
yeah.
mean, I guess it could be possible because, okay, not to whatever.
Oh, no,
Couple
that's
dates,
reaching.
I get it, but you don't ever go that detailed when you with another couple.
About the
talking
Hennessy?
about your stuff.
About the Hennessy?
Yeah, they were a little bit extra.
When Todd drinks
extra
Hennessy?
comfortable.
No,
Todd
that's
wasn't like, oh, stop it, y'all, stop it. He wasn't. He was just smiling like, yeah.
I'm just
I
joking,
think
but
that is how, like, well, first of all, to me, in my opinion, I think that Phaedra is very comfortable within herself, so she has no problem expressing and talking about sexuality and or sex with her husband. You see in, like, almost every episode, she always plays up the sex factor. And, like, always doing something very sexual with her husband in front of everybody. Remember when they were at Cynthia's wine opening to her Moscato line or what have you? They're, like, humping dang near at the party, kissing very nastily. Just saying.
I'm just throwing some leaves in the tea just for a quick
I mean, I
second.
guess I wouldn't be shocked if we found out.
I
Like,
wouldn't be.
oh, snap. So and so.
Sure
About
wouldn't
to
be.
have an Apollo baby. Oops.
Oh, that would
But-
be. Wait, and we found out that Phaedra is having a boy.
A boy. A
Oh,
boy.
good.
So congratulations. Are in order. So then they bring up the trip about they're gonna do a girls trip to LA to see Nene and then also go to Vegas. So we're gonna get another trip, which I'm excited for because we all know Ish goes down with the trips.
Thank God it's in the States.
Why?
I want to see them go out to LA, act a fool, and then head to Vegas and act a fool. I hope we get to see Vegas too.
I'm sure they'll show all that. All right, so then we have Miss Cynthia, who she's doing the Renaissance pageant, and
Miss Renaissance.
Miss Renaissance. She keeps talking about, oh, after this is done, I need a vacation. And I'm like, girl, what do you really do? That's you so tired.
There were so many things about this pageant that obviously went wrong, but to me, I thought would be obvious that you needed to make sure that didn't happen before you actually put on the pageant. I don't know. I just, of course, okay, the first thing, Boris not wearing a suit, and then you want to get mad at him for not wearing a suit, but you invited him to your pageant, so I would have gave him an itinerary and direction. How do you not tell him to wear a suit? I thought you knew.
No, what?
Can I back up? The first thing is not the suit. The first thing, which is a pet peeve, you hired him to do a job for you, and you're too cheap to get him a car
Oh,
service.
thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Wait, you said a car service?
Wow. I was like, ugh.
Wait, did you
And
say a
you
car
would be
service?
mad at him because he's wearing his button down and some white sneakers and some jeans. Get your life.
Yeah,
Right.
but then that's I was honestly
Thank
going to
you.
interrupt you and say that was the first thing. But then I was like, well, maybe they're really good friends. And he was like,
That's
well,
what it is. It was a favor. She didn't hire him. That was like, yo, oh my God.
Oh,
Would you please do
regardless-
this for me.
Regardless if he was hired or not, you have to provide the brother with some direction. like-
okay, but also he didn't seem like he was really that into it. Like he kind of almost seemed like, yeah, let's just hurry up and do this and we're going to get this over with. And just it seemed like a high school production, to be real.
I felt like he got in the car like, bitch, you didn't tell me to wear no suit, so let's just make the best of it and let's get this done.
No, I felt like when she said, what, is that what you're supposed to wear? She's like, I think so. And he was like, oh no, bitch. In his head, he was probably like, oh no, bitch, this is what I'm wearing. He's like, this will be fine. Like,
Right, let's
how
get
do
it
you-
over
how
Yeah,
with.
does
'cause he specifically said this will be fine. Like, he was like, stop worrying about it. It's fine. I'm good.
Right, you're Boris Kojo, so as long as
He's like,
you
I'm Boris. I'm fine.
right, he
I mean, and as far as I'm concerned, he was fine. So he didn't need nothing. He could have been naked and I would have
right,
been good.
he should have been naked.
All right, Courtney. You
I'm sorry. I guess that would have been inappropriate for the kids. So he should at least wear a towel.
Right.
Boris love the kids.
All right, but so before we get to that though, Nene was talking to Cynthia, and I don't know what the time lapse is, but I remember we were talking about how Nene was complaining that she didn't have a trailer, she didn't have a chair, and then all of a sudden she tells Cynthia, "Yeah, I have my own chair, I have my own trailer." So it could have been time lapsed a long time after. Maybe she
Yeah,
did
she
get
was
those.
talking about Glee when she was talking about not having a chair and all that.
And now this is after when she got what's it called?
Yes, now that she has her own show.
And then she brings up the pageant, which we obviously heard Cynthia and Kenya talking about. And this is where I found Cynthia. She just aggravates me because she's such a flip-flopper. You've fired Porsha. because you felt she didn't do enough work. And then you want Kenya to come on. I would love for you to come on.
But
what?
in the beginning, you didn't like her.
Like,
And now all of a sudden, you want to bring her on.
Exactly. All right, Courtney, where are you at with that?
Y'all are so negative about this whole Cynthia thing. She did not want to deal with Kenya doing some crazy stuff, but it's obvious that she and Kenya have kind of like become a little bit buddy-buddy, but she was nervous about keeping her in her lane if she was actually a part of the production. And as for firing Porsha didn't do nothing. She was supposed to get her own charity to, like, sponsor the thing, and she couldn't get her own charity to sponsor it. She wasn't doing anything. She was running around putting on lipstick.
Wait,
There's
but see,
nothing wrong with that.
you
No.
think? Wait a minute, hold up before you go, Corinne. So, Courtney, you think you wouldn't side with Nene, where Nene was like, "Bitch, why would you have her do this? Because she done messed up literally three events of the girls."
Cynthia did not have a judge, and she had a Miss USA available and wanting to be a judge in her pageant. Of course you're going to use her. Cynthia didn't have nobody. She needed somebody.
All right, Corinne,
Doing an event, it fits.
Corinne, where are you at with it?
I mean, to Courtney's point, I feel it was very fitting for Kenya to be there. However, the firing of Porsha was a mistake because, honestly, you could have kept her on. And I like Cynthia. But it seems like she could have kept her on and the event still could have turned out exactly how it did. Mediocre. I'm just saying.
Yeah, really, like Porsha really wasn't going to ruin the event any more than it already was.
And it already was. Hello, you're messing up the contestants' names. You arrive to your event 30 minutes before you're actually supposed to take place on stage. You don't know your script. You never got your script. I mean, there were so many issues.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one that found that odd that she did arrive 30 minutes before she was supposed to take stage. I thought I was the only one, but thank you, Corinne, for pointing that out because
I agree.
That irked me.
I agree with that, and to be honest, she as much as she might be friends with Boris, she shouldn't have picked Boris up. She should have had Peter or somebody else do it because, Cynthia, you talking about I need to take the reins. This just proves that you have so many people doing the job for you that stuff wasn't in order. First of all, Cyrus, I don't even know what this man is running around doing. Just smiles, everybody, cheers, and smiles, and faces, and beauty. It was just like a cartoon character running around, which is probably great for that environment. But then you have some woman who's sitting there telling you your script, and then you sat there with Boris, and we're like, okay, everything's all set. So if you were really running the show, which you should have been because this was your first big project, you should have been the bitch, Miss Cynthia. Everyone should have been calling you a bitch and saying you were, a tyrant running around backstage to make sure that everything ran smoothly. Because honestly, I know the four of us, if we were all to be in that position, I know each one of us very closely, so I know we would have been able to take the reins and do that. So why couldn't she? I don't know if did that irk anybody else?
Yeah, I just feel like I said last week, I feel that she is not a very detailed person at all.
Yep.
And I mean, you see that this past episode, and you saw it last episode. Like there were so many loopholes in her delivery, and it just SMH, shaking my head. That's it.
SMH.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Well, first, agreed with everybody. Secondly, Cyrus oh God.
Cyrus didn't bother me because that's what he's meant to do. He was
lay off
born
the
to
Botox, man, please. Next time.
But he
You're on
looked like he
camera.
got a skin peel or something.
I just
like
have to
that.
throw that in and then.
But you saw the shade Boris threw to him a little bit.
Yeah.
He was like, "All right."
It was all
buddy,"
right,
when he walked away. Oh, all right, Boris. Okay, so one scene that I really was actually upset with Bravo was that we didn't get was a meeting between Boris and Kenya. I low-key kind of wanted to see who said that? Who did that little hump in the phone?
I did. Corinne Williams. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because low-key, you had him sign these DVDs just for Miss Phaedra. I wanted to see their connection, but he did kind of shout her out on stage. But then that could just be shouting her out, because she is Miss America. What you think, Courtney?
I think he probably know that heifer crazy and his wife ain't having it.
Well, make sure you
Stay
guys
away from the crazy.
But if you really want to know some more about Mr. Boris Kodjoe, AfterBuzz TV's very own Maria Menounos has started something, Black Hollywood Live, and Boris will be our first guest in March. So make sure you blackhollywoodlive.com, and I'm so asking him about that.
It's gonna be awesome. Ask him about the horrible outfit choice, because I
didn't think
hate to jump back to
his
outfit
outfit choice.
I really wasn't feeling it.
I didn't mind it. It looked good on him.
Looked like he was going out to lunch.
It did look like he was going to lunch. But he's a model. Like, you could put him in a trash bag, and he looked like when he walked down the runway. Come on, it looked like a Tommy Hilfiger.
I wanted to eat him up.
It looked like a Tommy Hilfiger like runway show. No. And I snaps to Miss Cynthia too, because she brought it on the runway herself.
That's what she needs to do. Just walk the runway.
Now look, I was mad at Kenya wearing her Miss USA sash at first.
No, that's what they do.
I know. I'm not. Look, I don't watch pageants like that, so I didn't know that until I seen that bitch next to her, and I was like, "Oh, this bitch
With her
done."
crown, exactly.
All right, so I ain't mad at her for it anymore. Kandi and her daughter showed up. Porsha shows up late with the baby, which I thought was gonna turn worse.
Wait, hang on. Can I interject and just say this? Do you think Kenya made that comment about I didn't want to wear the Porsche the crown and bring it out because she saw the white pageant lady with the crown and just she bring it? I mean, do you think it was kind of like she had to explain herself? It was kind of shade.
No.
No.
No, I think Kenya thinks that if she wears her crown, she needs to be getting paid for it.
Oh,
exactly.
I didn't even think of that. I just thought she kind of thought that might be doing too much, but yep, that's exactly what it is.
Do we know who the other pageant
in the
lady
true
was?
form of a drag queen? That's exactly what Miss Kenya Moore was thinking. I ain't wearing the makeup unless I'm getting paid.
Hey, she took a note from RuPaul.
She said that when she initially met with Porsha when they first did their first meet and greet. She was like, and Porsha decided to do that event, to her event, and she was like, "Oh no, you got to pay me for all that, honey."
Yeah.
So.
Very true. So while they're doing it, I mean, not only did they miss the names, they skipped a whole damn teen segment.
That was such a mess.
I really wish we could have been inside Boris Kodjoe's mind as everything was going on. Because, you know, inside Cynthia's mind, she's just like, oh, shit.
I know exactly what's going through his mind because I've hosted events like that and people they're not organized. And you're thinking when you go back on stage and you have to announce that you're going to redo something that you just said you were going to take a break, it's like, damn, why didn't they get this more organized? Why weren't they more organized? Why am I up here? What am I doing? They're making me look stupid.
I flew all the way out here. This is the last time I'm ever doing some damn pageant like this. All right, and I got to give a shout-out to Kenya for keeping it positive. She didn't throw any shade at Cynthia.
It's about damn time.
She tried to keep her, you know, up and positive, and, you know, I like that from her. I thought that was really good because I didn't think it was going to go that way. But before we go off of the pageant, did anyone watch the Beyonce documentary?
Yes.
Yes.
Did anyone catch... Oh, no, not the Beyonce documentary, the Oprah interview.
Yes.
Did anyone catch Miss Cynthia in that?
No.
At the end.
Yeah,
At
at
the
the end when
She
Beyonce
was
was doing the red carpet and they
She was
went
sitting
inside.
with Russell Simmons.
Oh, yes.
She was sitting one seat away from Russell, and they were had a seat.
No, they
in
were
between.
right next to each other.
No, they had a seat in between them, and that's why I was like, ooh. Are they try? I don't know, because we know she went out there to visit him, and you know he had a little thing for her still. The flames were still there.
No, I don't think there's no flames in.
There's no tea to be spilled.
No, I don't. No, Cynthia. As much as I don't like Peter, I think Cynthia at this point in her life lives for Peter and is a very loyal woman and wife.
I also thought it was interesting that Peter wasn't there. Because if I was Peter, that's the one thing I definitely would want to go to. Beyonce's? Hell yeah.
Peter don't give a damn
Peter
about
was running
stuff.
his business and drinking some tequila.
Some PT Moscato. All right, so that was pretty much the episode. At the end, Cynthia just ends it by, I need a vacation, which will take us into next week, which will lead us into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Now, I know what me and Mykee thought, but I want to hear what you guys thought. So, Courtney, when you saw the preview, what are you excited for next week?
I'm screaming on the inside. They were supposed to be for dinner at Nene's house by 9 o'clock and show up at midnight, and she told them to go home. I can't wait. I can't wait.
That is exact. I knew you were going to be excited for that one. What about you, Corinne?
Co-signing all the way. I was like, she calls them bitches, too. She just looked at everybody in their eyeballs. I was like, dang, why couldn't I see that tonight? Because that's
Thank you. Yes.
She
Somebody
said,
was like, can I get a doggy bag? And she was like, hell no. Yes. I can't wait. Bye-bye, bitches.
she said, this is not Anguilla. This is my home, so bye. I can't.
And that's hella rude, too. If it was 3 hours late at her house, it was supposed to be a dinner party. Oh, I can't wait.
That is. So, yeah, we get a LA trip, and then there's also some sort of conversation about Walter that gets brought up. And Porsha's sly little ass, she threw some shade when someone said, yeah, he was just at the event. And Porsha said, yeah, it looked like he had a good old time. And Kenya gets up.
And Kenya runs away crying again.
Yep. Kenya needs to drop that, man. That fake situation, like no one's caring anymore. We need you to just find a damn baby.
I just can't wait to see all the girls' excuses for not showing up on time. I want to know what actually happened.
I don't care about that. I just can't wait to hear Nene's one-on-one reads to all of them. That's what's going to make this epic.
Because honestly, I think it's going to turn out to be like a big joke. I don't know.
No, she did not. You hope what?
How can they, like, I was hoping that some kind of way that it's, like, the editing and, like, making us think something's about to happen, but I can't figure out how that's the case
I think it is editing that. To me, I think it's editing.
I felt like it was editing, but she kept coming from, like, 3 times, and I was like, they got a lot of clips of that to edit that together. But
I highly doubt Nene's going to kick them out before they even get in. I mean.
I think
if they were 3 hours late to my house, I would do it.
Right, because it's, like, low-key, like, all right, fine. Y'all can't come in today and I'll be cool with you tomorrow, but no, bitches, this is a lesson. Like, this ain't back home. This is, I gotta work in the morning, A, B, C, and D, so bye. And
exactly.
You know that was the weekend and Nene ain't had ish to do.
Whatever.
You don't know that.
On that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up on iTunes, subscribe to us, rate us, and leave us a comment. You can follow us at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at DJ Jesse J.
Mykee 3000 Wattz.
You can follow Courtney at
Stuart Starlet.
And Miss Corinne at
Just Saying 08, and check out my blog, justsaying08.com.
Bang!
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.